There comes a moment in every man's life when he feels invisible, when doors close quietly, when people stop answering, when the world seems to move on without him. But what if that silence is not punishment? What if it's the universe redirecting you, pushing you towards something greater than you imagined? Rejection is not the enemy. It's the beginning of strength. And today, you'll learn how to turn every closed door into a path forward. 8 lessons, 8 shifts in how you see yourself and the world around you. Not to impress anyone, but to master the art of calm power. Lesson 1. Detach from their approval. The first instinct after rejection is to chase it, to explain yourself, to ask why. But the moment you chase someone's validation, you give away your sovereignty. You hand them the key to your peace. So instead, stand still. Let their silence speak. The Stoic doesn't react, he observes. You don't beg for a place at a table built on someone else's permission. You build your own. Feel the sting, but don't feed it. Let it burn, then let it cool into understanding. Your worth is not a mirror of their attention. It's the unshakable truth that remains when everyone else walks away. Lesson 2. Master your emotions before they master you. Rejection creates noise inside you: anger, humiliation, confusion. But emotion, ungoverned, becomes weakness. You are not here to silence what you feel, only to discipline it. When you're ignored, take one deep breath before you act. Ask yourself, what's really being rejected? Them saying no, or you doubting your own enoughness? Every reaction is a test of your control. Let calmness be your rebellion. Because calmness, in a chaotic world, is not passivity, it's dominance. Lesson 3. Erase them from your mind. Not with hatred, but with clarity. When a person denies you, they exit your story. And your mind is sacred ground. Not everyone deserves space in it. Channel that energy into something that builds you. Train harder. Read deeper. Create something that outlives the moment. Turn your attention inward to the man you are becoming, not the one they failed to see. Each hour spent thinking of them is an hour stolen from your own evolution. Withdraw that investment. Redirect it. And you'll discover that forgetting isn't weakness, it's freedom. Lesson 4. Demonstrate your value through silence. You don't need to announce your progress. You don't need to post your revenge. The loudest proof of worth is quiet consistency. When you're underestimated, work in the dark until your results become undeniable. Not for applause, for alignment. The Stoic doesn't speak to be seen. He acts to be certain. Your work becomes your response. Your discipline becomes your defense. And when success finally comes, you won't need to say, "I told you so." The results will whisper it for you. Lesson 5. Walk away without noise. There is strength in retreating with grace. In a world addicted to reaction, your silence will sound like thunder. Cut off contact, not to hurt, but to heal. Every time you respond to indifference, you reaffirm your dependence on it. Withdraw, reset, rebuild your rhythm. This silence isn't cold, it's sacred. It's where you recover from the noise of validation. It's where you remember your peace is your power. And peace cannot coexist with people who don't respect it. Lesson 6. Transform rejection into proof. They said you couldn't. They said you weren't enough. Good. Let that be your signal. Not to fight them, but to sharpen yourself against their doubt. Every no is a weight that, if lifted properly, builds muscle. Let your improvement be the answer. Let your progress be the echo that travels back to them when you no longer care. Because this is how you win, not through revenge, but through evolution. You outgrow them so silently that they only notice when you're already gone. Lesson 7. Protect your kindness with distance. Being kind doesn't mean being available. Be courteous, be grounded, but never be emotionally accessible to indifference. Smile if you must, but smile from the gate of your own fortress. You can wish someone well and still walk away. You can forgive without returning. This is not coldness, it's control. The Stoic doesn't close his heart, he guards it. And distance is not an act of bitterness, it's an act of wisdom. You are not required to let everyone back in simply because you've healed. Lesson 8. Conceal your struggle, reveal your composure. The strongest men aren't those who never fall, but those who rebuild quietly, unseen. Pain doesn't need to become performance. Let your suffering refine you in private. When the world sees you again, let it see calmness, not collapse. You are not faking strength, you are cultivating it. Your composure is proof that you have faced storms and learned not to scream through them. Your composure is proof that you have faced storms and learned not to scream through them. That you have been burned, but not broken. And when you finally stand at peace after all the rejections, betrayals, and silences, you will understand every no was never an end. It was redirection, refinement, rebirth. If you've made it this far, you are part of the few who endure the fire instead of escaping it. You understand that the world doesn't owe you understanding, you owe yourself mastery. So before we continue, if this voice of calm defiance speaks to you, subscribe to Disciplined Ego. Join those who rise in silence, who choose solitude over validation, and who transform rejection into armor. Because here, we don't escape pain. We use it. And now remember this creed. You are not the one who was left behind. You are the one who stayed, who faced the silence, who turned every rejection into a weapon of resilience. So walk quietly. Carry calmness like a blade. Let your stillness unsettle the world. And when they finally wonder how you endured it all, you'll simply say, I became disciplined. I became my own ego. I became untouchable. Stay stoic. Stay silent. Stay sovereign.